here. Here's my ShapeOko3. Like some others, I've been having a problem with the ShapeOko stopping intermittently in the middle of jobs, and this has been a bit of a problem and expensive on wood. It's running an air job at the moment, but things I've tried is shielding with some aluminium foil the electronics, making sure there's room for air with the fan, completely shielding with aluminium tape the USB cable, because some cables are better than others. But the problem has persisted, and it has been better with the aluminium foil, but certainly has still been a problem. As I said, it's also been doing it with air jobs, as in no router running. But while I was cutting with my laser hack, which you can also read about, a grid pattern on the wasteboard, the garage door opened when my wife came home, and you can see there that it's not finished. So the garage door opener has actually been reasonably reliable in terms of causing the problem. So that's been really good at helping find the fault, which I suspect I may have found. This is the culprit. Well, not quite. So in amongst all of the shielding, which I've done, and actually just keep some of the dust and dirt out of the electronics anyway, I had metered and found that the X and the Y and the Z metallic pieces were not electrically connected, so I've run some cable between the various parts of the machine to make sure that they're all at the same electrical potential. That was still not solving the problem, but what I had discovered was that the laptop is not grounded. It runs off an AC power pack, which provides power, but the AC adapter itself over here is just a two-prong AC adapter. It doesn't have any earth connection. So what I had done is just tested it with an alligator or crocodile clip to some metal on the outside of the laptop, which is the earth or the casing, which was also connected through, importantly, to the USB cable. So the ground that this is connected to goes through the USB cable that goes to the ShapeOko, and the other end of that crocodile clip, the white one there, does go through to the same earth connector. Now what that means is that the laptop ground, or 0 volts ground, is also the same as the ShapeOko, which is also the same as earth. Now what I suspect was happening is when there was some electrical noise, the ShapeOko was picking it up and transmitting it through the laptop, or the laptop was picking it up through the power cable, and was going through, it was essentially grounding through the USB cable, which is not an ideal situation, because that grounding is through the electronics on the ShapeOko, so that's probably what's caused it to lose its step. So I have run an air job here, and I have been running my garage door up and down, must be 20 or 30 times without any failures at all. So I'm just going to disconnect the earth, and I've got my garage door opener, and it probably won't work, but let's see what happens when I open the garage door. You can see this slowly moving. Perfect. I've just opened the garage door and the ShapeOko has stopped. So it's good to get that on camera. The only difference being I have disconnected earth from the laptop. So I wouldn't say that's conclusive evidence, but a very strong indicator that that is the problem. And I have not had the ShapeOko stop in an air job while I've had the grounding on the laptop connected to the grounding of the ShapeOko, which is also earthed. So all the shielding actually may not be necessary, and it may also explain why some who are running maybe desktops which are properly earthed have not had or reported a problem, or the fact that I just happen to be sitting in my garage with a very noisy, electrically noisy garage door opener. While we're here, yes, I've got my grid pattern, which is something I've done. I have also run some cable management with a couple of brackets which have been screwed down to the ShapeOko with some some plastic conduit with some cable ties. Actually worked really well, and I didn't want to do a drag chain, so just as another thing. So there we go. Hopefully this is useful for everybody, and hopefully this actually does solve the flipping problem. Thanks all. Oh, last toy. For those who are interested, I had got from Alibaba a foam cutter. It runs off 6 volts, and this one's got a nice round end on that, and my plan is to use that in an X up and down movement fashion for cutting some polystyrene foam. So watch out for the next video, but that is my plan. Hopefully again this video is useful for everybody else, and if it is successful for you, hopefully it's successful for me too. Cheers, bye bye.